All right, hello everybody, and I hope that you're enjoying your Thursday, staying productive when your fitness goals, as well as becoming the best version of yourself. So, what have you been up to so far this week besides working out, as well as staying on top of nutrition? Are you doing any projects, any watching any TV shows, or checking out any podcasts recently? Just let me know in the comment section about that. Now, today's topic is going to be about on how to start a cutting diet correctly. Now, in case you some of my new viewers right now, that a cutting diet is basically using fats. So, what you're doing is you're in a calorie deficit for a period of time to ensure that you cut body fat as well to reveal your six-pack abs. And that's the purpose of cutting, to be in a calorie deficit so that you can get the body that you want. So let's get this started. So the first thing is you have to make sure you have a plan. If you don't plan out exactly how many pounds you want to lose or how much calories you want to be at your range, depending on your age, activity level, gender, and your genetics, then it's going to be very hard for you to lose fat for a consistent period of time. I mean, if you don't track it, then you may be losing 1 pound one week, then 2 pounds next week, and next thing you know, you're going up 5 pounds because you're just eating on base how you're feeling. And that was the problem for me early on when I tried to lose fat and get a six-pack. I remember the first year I did it, I didn't track anything. I kind of just guessed what I ate, and I wasn't seeing the results that I wanted. So make sure that you have the plan. Cut out exactly the food you're going to be eating, the amount of calories you need, as well as your macronutrients, which are protein, carbs, and healthy fats. And also track your progress every single day to make sure you're staying on target with what you have to do. And find out why you want to lose. Like, don't just say I want to lose 10 pounds in 2 months. Really go deep in this and really focus on why do you want to do it. Like, is it because you want to be in the best shape of your life? You want to fit in a nice suit that you used to wear when you were back in college, or you just want to look more attractive to women? Just find out what that underlying reason is and do what you got to do to get there. Number 2 is to make sure that you are on a calorie deficit, because no matter what you do, even if you're eating all the healthy foods in the world, chicken, broccoli, rice, vegetables, fruits, if you're not in a calorie deficit, it's going to be very hard for you to lose fat for a period of time. As I said, your progress is going to stagnate at some point because you're going to go up and down, and you're not going to be able to reach your goals. So it doesn't matter all the healthy foods you eat. You can also eat junk food and get lean and shredded, but the only problem with that is you're going to have a lot of hormonal imbalances and health issues that you just don't want in the first place. And trust me, that's something that's something you just don't want, man. You don't want to be in that situation. And the other thing is, use a tape measure. Do not rely on the scale all the time, because the scale could be very misleading. And for a lot of people, as I said, fat loss is not linear. So in the first couple of weeks during your cutting journey, you may find that you're losing 1 to 2 pounds every single week, and then one day you get the scale and it says, oh crap, I gained 5 pounds. But no, it's just, your water weight, as well, whether you use the bathroom or not, your hormones, as well as your mental state, that all has a factor, and how much you'll weigh when you wake up in the morning. But you didn't gain 5 pounds overnight, because maybe you had a really enriching carb meal right before you went to bed and didn't fully digest yet. So that's why you had the extra 2, 3, 5 pounds of weight, because it's impossible to gain weight that quickly. And you just want to make sure that instead of relying on the scale all the time, because it can be inaccurate, is to get a tape measure. This is very important, because when you use a tape measure, you want to measure the size of your biceps, you want to measure your back, every body part, to make sure that you're leaning down, as well as building some muscle definition, because you're going to be doing a lot of heavy weight training 3 times a week in the gym. And when you cut down, that's what you want. You don't want to be all skinny and just flabby. And also, make sure that you measure your waist, man, because when you use a tape measure, when you do it around your waist, as long as it's getting smaller, that means you're seeing progress. Because one of my clients right now, you know who he is, Mike. I told him to get a tape measure, and he just got it yesterday, and he was saying that, man, Andre, I lost 2 inches on my waist already. And I said, yes, because that's more accurate than relying on the scale, because depending on you could be, the scale could be saying the same weight, or it might even increase, but the tape measure does not lie when you measure your waist size, because that's where you're getting small. So don't always rely on the scale for results. And when you do measure your waist, do that at least every 2 weeks to make sure you're seeing progress. If your waist doesn't get smaller or it increases, then you're eating too many calories. So drop that by 200 or 300 and then repeat again. And if you're losing weight too quickly and the waist goes down too much, then make sure that you're increasing the calories 200 to 300 until you're at that range where you're losing 1 to 2 pounds per week, according to your goals. And last but not least, before I go, what I'm going to talk about is you want to focus on the long game. Don't look for instant changes and think that you're going to be able to get to your goal in 1 to 2 weeks. It takes months to get there in the first place, as well to see those goals, because there's a lot of fitness gurus as well as trainers and companies out there that say, oh, they'd be like, oh, you can lose 20 pounds in 20 days or some crap like that. And the fact of the matter is, it's a very slow journey, and even if you are going to lose it fast, there are a bunch of side effects along with it. So if you try to lose 3, 4, 5, and more pounds a week, what's going to happen is, yes, you'll lose it, but a large portion of that weight loss is going to be majority of muscle mass, and then your strength is going to go to hell and all that stuff. And that's something that you don't want to happen. And your hormones are going to be out of whack. You have low testosterone levels. Your leptin's going to drop, and it's just going to be a very bad experience for you. Because trust me, I've tried it before in the past for me, and I was in that same situation where I was just trying to lose 3, 4 pounds a week, and it just wasn't working out for me. And then I realized, like, okay, I had to step back and figure out, okay, what's the maximum amount of weight that I can lose while still enjoying my diet, as well as maintain the muscle I have and gaining strength in the gym, or at least maintaining it, and find out what that number is. And I would say try to lose 1 to 2 pounds a week maximum, because any more than that, then you're going to run into the negative effects that I talked about before. And accept that if you have 20 pounds to lose, it's probably going to take you 10 weeks to get rid of it, if you're losing 2 pounds a week. And now if you want to do it more slowly and lose 1 pound per week, it's going to take you 20 weeks. So have that in mind, that, okay, I don't have to get into shape. I don't have to have a sweated six-pack right now. I don't have to be muscular right now. I don't have to look my absolute best right now. But the thing is that I'm working there every single day to slowly but surely get to my goal. Because if you try to set unrealistic expectations for yourself, it's going to be very hard for you to stick with that for the long term. So think on the long game. Think 5, 6 months from now, a year from now, however long it's going to take you to reach your goal, and just go with that. And that's all I have for you. If you have any more questions, and if you've been doing a fat loss journey by yourself without any help, then just let me know in the comments what you're struggling with most and how I'll be able to help you with that. And stay tuned for some more wonderful content of me and my client Mike, and I'm going to be doing a lot more day-to-life videos that you'll be able to see me and my regular lifestyle. So, eating, going to the gym, driving, just going to road trips and stuff like that, maybe watching a football game, drinking at home, chilling, whatever it is. I was going to do more videos showing you the lifestyle of what I do, instead of, just being a camera like this. Because, it's okay to do some videos with that, but you don't want to do that all the time. So that's all I have for you. And pretty soon I'm actually going to be having my own coaching course. I'm still in the process of building it right now. And it's a lot of grind. It takes a lot of work and then preparation. And I want to make sure that's going to be the best possible. And once that course is live, I'm going to put the link into it on the YouTube channel that you'll be able to see when you visit my channel and all that. And I just want to make sure it's the absolute best, so it might take me a month or two to really get it going. And that's all I have for you. And stay tuned for also content, and I will see you tomorrow for Instagram story, which, don't forget, my Instagram is Andre Suave, and